I wanted to make a video talking about Peter Cullen. As we all aware, or if you're not aware, Peter Cullen passed away today. I'm making a video on the day of. This one hurts. This one hurts a lot. Enough where I felt like I ended up having to make a video about Peter Cullen and explain why it hurts me, myself, why it hurts me so much and everything that goes on with that. But before I end up doing that, I would like to talk about Peter Cullen himself, various roles that he's done, and break down some of the things that I will always end up remembering. So, we end up having multiple different roles that he's been involved with. You have Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, Monterey Jack from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but he was also a voice behind the Predator. Yeah, the one that has Arnold Schwarzenegger into it. He ended up making some of those crazy, crazy sounds that you end up having. Thaddeus in the Invincible series. So that's like the newest thing that he ended up doing. And then the role that transcended everything. Transcended cartoons, comics, movies, video games. The role that everyone knows him as Optimus Prime. This character and the connection to that character was amazing. This Canadian ended up bringing life to that character that we ended up watching. And honestly, everyone had emotional attachments to it. From the entire fallout when he ended up passing away in an animated movie. I boldly remember him talking about the story when he was going over with an interview, where he was talking about how he went over and talked to his brother Larry, and he was like, I'm going to go play a truck. And Larry gave him a little weird look and everything. He's a leader. And that's when his brother ended up letting him know, well, if you're going to be a leader, be a real leader. Be strong enough to be gentle. And I can't not say how much I don't have any personal interaction with Peter, but as you can see, different videos, everywhere, other medias that you end up seeing, he fulfilled the roles of that. And you end up getting that from his entire voice acting, especially as Prime. If there's any person that ended up embodying a character and put the values out there, it would be Peter. His heart into the role of the character. I mean, we've seen him for 40 plus years of being in that role. You end up seeing him in the cartoons, the original run, when you end up having him playing that role, going through the tribulations of that. Heck, nowadays you end up seeing the big joke of the entire blowback about killing Prime off in this instance. But it is rare when you end up seeing that being transcended to different medias, where you see a voice actor be able to play that same role that goes on. You ended up seeing him not just in the cartoon, but then in the video games. And then when we ended up getting to the live action, we were able to have Optimus Prime being voiced by Peter. It doesn't get much better than that. But the biggest thing is that we gotta remember everything that he was teaching us as Optimus Prime was something that he ended up living. You ended up seeing that in his videos, in the videos that everyone has of him, through whether it transacts. I don't think I've ever heard of a negative experience with Peter. And I did have a goal of ended up meeting him at some point, and give me one moment. I legitimately just picked up this deck box that has Optimus Prime, but instead said deck box, I have Optimus Prime where I can have that as my commander. I was hoping I'd be able to take this over to him and have him end up signing it, and just to have that personal touch. I wanted the experience. I would love to be able to hear him straight from the horse's mouth to be able to say the words Autobots, roll out, or one shall stand, one shall fall. Fortunately, that's something that isn't possible to end up doing anymore. But what I can end up doing is to make sure I end up passing that message of what he was trying to be. Be strong enough to be gentle. That verse that Larry ended up telling Peter, and then remember the values that was into Optimus Prime and strive to be able to be the best leader that I can end up being. Be in there, be working with people, be in the thick of things. Never let yourself get beaten down. Always be positive. Always keep on working your way through it. And that's something that we all can end up using, and it would end up helping us all out. Peter Cullen, what I want to be saying is this is one of those rare occasions that you are the voice. You are Optimus Prime, and always will be my Optimus Prime, till all are one.